Two things just happened for Ford that I believe made them leapfrog General Motors when it comes to their electric vehicle ability to produce over the next few years. Not only their ability to produce, but their ability to produce and make a margin, meaning they should be able to ramp up sales quicker, theoretically, without losing as much money in loss leaders over the next few years. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Right now, GM and Ford don't make a profit from electric cars. They've both admitted as much. When will they make a profit? No one really knows. Both of them claim they're going to bring down the costs of their vehicles over the next few years with different things like making more EVs, right? Production scale. More vehicles produced, cost comes down. But GM is making their own battery cells with their partner LG Chem in the US. Ford are doing a similar thing with SK Innovation, but now Ford are stepping up the game. Two things happen here with Ford that I believe put them ahead of General Motors. Now, I'm just going to share with you a little story to give you a little bit of context here. I've gotten a few emails recently of people saying, I need to replace the battery in my Chevy Bolt, right? I got a price, $10,000 US. The first thing that came to my mind, and I thought, you know what? That's going to be a problem for General Motors vehicle owners for the next decade at least. Because General Motors, as far as I know, do not plan on using lithium iron phosphate batteries in their cars in the US at all, period. And that is a big issue. This could be a big issue for General Motors warranty claims. As you know, GM and Ford, a big part of their margins go to what? Warranty claims. Huge part of their margins. If they're not using LFP batteries, of course, more and more battery packs will need to be replaced. Whether that comes under warranty or not, we don't know, but there's a good chance it will because obviously General Motors is using lithium ternary batteries. The battery packs just won't last anywhere near as long. They only last for probably give you 1/3 the number of cycles versus an LFP battery pack. So here you can see the longevity of an LFP pack. It is way longer, way longer than a lithium ternary pack. GM using lithium ternary. Ford now are pivoting. News today says CATL are going to be providing Ford with LFP batteries. In my view, this enables them to have more supply in the short term versus what we thought they would have. Plus, it means cheaper batteries and batteries that last longer with less recalls and less warranty issues. So that, in my view, means that Ford has leapfrogged General Motors. And this sounds like I'm just simplifying things, and I am, very much so. But remember, the key bottleneck for EVs here is batteries and the cost of those batteries. CATL are the world's largest manufacturer of batteries and the world's largest manufacturer of LFP batteries. This means Ford has access to that massive portfolio of batteries. Now, CATL don't just manufacture LFP batteries. They're manufacturing a new lithium iron phosphate crystal battery pack, which will have significantly higher energy density than the current LFP batteries. Maybe Ford will consider using those as well. They've got other structural battery packs coming, which are actually 14% more energy dense than Tesla's 4680 packs. CATL really are on the cutting edge. So Ford today said this. It has new battery contracts. It can produce 600,000 EVs by 2023. That sounds optimistic because that's primarily in the US, right? Their current production is a minuscule fraction of that. However, Ford says it has contracts to deliver enough batteries to produce electric vehicles at a rate of 6,000 globally per year by late 2023. So, I mean, the 2023 number there is extremely misleading. Basically, they're saying, in theory, we could produce 600,000 electric cars in the United States in 2024 based on the battery supply we believe we'll have. Now, other things will come into play here. It's not just batteries, lots of things, lots of dominoes need to fall correctly for that to happen. But it seems as though based on the battery supply they forecast because of the contracts they've now signed. That will be possible. That's huge for Ford. Ford said Thursday that contemporary Amperex technology company of China will supply new lithium iron phosphate batteries starting next year. The deal is in addition to a contract with SK Innovation of Korea that includes building batteries in a joint venture at plants to be built in Kentucky and Tennessee. Ford also is getting batteries from LG Energy Solution of Korea, plus they get batteries in China from BYD, where they chose not to use BYD's lithium iron phosphate blade battery pack, and instead they use the little known and little used lithium ternary batteries that BYD manufactures as well, which I believe was a bizarre decision, the wrong decision, but anyhow, that's the decision that they made. So Ford says it plans for half of its global production to be electric vehicles by 2030. This is how it's going to do that, by signing contracts with companies like CATL. This means it'll have the ability to make 600,000 EVs per year by probably beginning of 2024, including 270,000 Mustang Mach-E's for North America, Europe, and China, as well as 150,000 F150 Lightning pickups in North America. Also included are 150,000 electric transit vans in North America and Europe, and 30,000 of a brand new SUV for Europe that we don't know what that is yet. Lithium iron phosphate batteries reduce the use of scarce minerals such as nickel and cobalt, the company said, cutting material costs by 10 to 15% over nickel, cobalt, and manganese batteries that are now in current use in Ford's Mustang Mach-E and in the F150. Ford also announced multiple contracts for battery components and raw materials, including lithium from sources in the US, Australia, Indonesia, and other countries. It also has a target of being able to manufacture EVs at a rate of 2 million per year globally by the end of 2026. So Ford will be looking to ramp up from 600,000 delivered globally in 2024, right, to 2 million delivered globally in 2026. Is that possible? Yeah, I mean, it's possible theoretically. It will be a good challenge for them. Hopefully they can pull it off. I reported a few days ago that Ford has just laid off 8,000 workers in their internal combustion engine vehicle plants. I mean, Ford split the company into two divisions, right? It's got the new electric car division, and then it's got the old Ford Blue. And they're firing a lot of people at Ford Blue. It's going to keep on happening until that company just disappears. And basically, if you haven't learned how to produce an electric car or have some value as an employee in the electric vehicle division, it's going to be hard for you to find a job in the US by the year 2030. So I suggest, if that's you, do some training, do some upskilling, do something that gets you in the door at these electric vehicle companies. Keep in mind, Ford CEO Jim Farley said at the start of this year that Ford has too many people, too much complexity, and it didn't have the expertise to transition to battery electric vehicles, where a lot of those staff don't. That's the simple answer. There's waste, he said in a Wolf Research conference. Currently, Ford has just under 200,000 employees worldwide. Just not actually that different to Tesla. So to sum up, CATL will provide batteries for Mustang Mach-E sold in North America. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are going to be the Mustang Mach-E. That's good news for you guys. Going to give you more choice. Probably going to give you a cheaper version of the Mach-E as well. That'll probably be the base standard version. I think if you can get that version, the batteries will last way longer. I mean, you'll have to use those batteries for 20 years, 30 years, a long time into the future. In addition, in 2024, they're also going to use CATL's lithium iron phosphate battery packs in the Ford F150 Lightning electric pickup truck. But remember, CATL more than likely is saying to Ford, you know what? We've got these new lithium iron phosphate battery packs. They have the same energy density as the lithium ternary packs you're using right now, right? That you're using right now in the Ford F-150. That's actually true. CATL's current new technology that's coming out at the end of this year that they've already announced, the Kieran battery, has the same energy density, maybe even slightly higher at the pack level versus Ford's current batteries. I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer that Ford would say, thank you, CATL, please bring us those batteries. We want to save money. We want to save money on warranties. We want to give our customers better batteries that will last longer. And we need access to massive amounts of batteries. You have them, give them to us. Ford have signed the contract. Good move, smart decision. GM have not decided to use lithium 1-phosphate batteries. In my view, that is the wrong move. Let me know, though, in the comment section below what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.